So I've been messing about in Crimson Desert for about an hour and a half now, and I played around with the settings. I played a little bit of the story mode. I'm trying to immerse myself into the world, and this is a genuine first impression. I have tried Black Desert Online, and I have played. I think this game is also often compared to Dragon's Dogma. So I've played Dragon's Dogma up until the Dragon Slaying. So I played quite a big chunk of it, and I think I have a good amount of information and insight to make a first impression video. So this isn't a review on the game. This isn't a review on the story. This is just my first hour into the game, the first impression of the world. And I still don't fully understand what the world's called or have that much because again, like the lore building hasn't happened yet, right? And what I will say straight off the bat, a lot of the comments regarding the controls in this game, the controls being clunky and weird, is true. This game, I have never seen a control scheme in this game. I've never seen it in any other game implemented, and it feels very awkward. It feels very weird. Like I'm using personally a controller, so I'm not playing with the keyboard. But I think most people agree that both controller and keyboard have just such a weird layout and scheme. Like for example, square is to jump, X is to run, X is to run in GTA, but like generally speaking, it used to be right trigger that's for running. Right trigger and R1 is for combat, and then L1 is for shielding, but L1 is also for NPC interaction. So sometimes I will literally try and interact with the NPC, and my character will pull out a shield. Like my character will put, and then as you can see right now, a lantern is set on it. So there are some like weird gimmicks and nuances with the controls, and I can see why it got like specific reviews regarding the controls. And then in terms of combat, again, I played the first part of the story, the first boss encounter, and combat is it's all right. It's not like amazing. It's definitely not. I would say it's not Souls like. I know a lot of players try and compare this to Souls. I think it's more like Witcher 3, and that is a parallel, common parallel that they make about this game. This game is trying to be Witcher 3, I guess. It feels a little bit like Witcher 3, but a lot clunkier. And I think partly is because the controls are weird. Because the bad controls, a weird dynamic and layout, adds to that clunkiness on combat. Now, in terms of the graphics, genuinely speaking, I will be 100% honest here. I played with the graphics setting. I tried Ultra. I tried all the different settings. So let's quickly like go through my current settings right now. I will be honest with you. There is no difference in any of the settings. It almost made virtually no difference. So I'm like maximized, or I'm using NVIDIA DLSS 4.5. I'm running this on 1080, but I'm actually playing this. The real resolution that I'm playing this on is this resolution over here, because I'm on an ultra wide monitor. And then, oh my gosh, see, I like even now I'm just like clicking the wrong buttons because it's just so confusing. I am playing on medium because I tried ultra cinematic, I tried them all, and they virtually look no different. It looks the exact same. All I get was just less FPS. So if I put on cinematic, it looks the same, but I'm running like 20 FPS less. So it didn't make sense. So I'm running this on medium, and I experimented with the other things. So I experimented with frame generation. That added this flickering effect. I played with the DLSS ray reconstruction. It made no difference. And one of the worst things that I've noticed in this game, and like overall, the graphics is all right. Like it's not terrible. It's not like like certain parts of the game is pretty cool and nice and can be breathtaking. But in general, like compared to like we're comparing this to Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 looks better. I'm not even joking to you guys. Witcher 3 looks better. And Witcher 3 came out almost a decade ago. That's a 10-year gap. And like I'm running a 4090. I ran Witcher 3 on a GTX 1060. I'm running RTX 4090 now. We are 10 years later. This is a $2,000 graphics card, right? Obviously, it doesn't look bad by any means. Like people always say bad graphics. I don't necessarily think it's bad graphics. It's the expectation. Now, the main selling point of this game is its vast size and how big the world is, how big the game is, and how much things you could do. That's at least that's what I was sold on online and all the different forums and Reddit. That's what people were raving about. Now I get it. This is from a company that's responsible for Black Desert Online, an MMORPG. MMORPGs are not necessarily known for insane graphics. In fact, most MMORPGs have passable graphics, but the whole selling point is the mass content, the infinite amount of content and expansion that you can get over time. So I can see a lot of that in this single player game, where single player games generally are more focused on the visuals, the cinematics, the storyline. This feels like an MMORPG without the multiplayer aspect. So this is 100% a single player MMORPG. It's basically an RPG, but wait, what? That guy started talking to me randomly. And like I've seen a few other comparisons, like this is a GTA like. I would disagree with that. I don't think this is anywhere near GTA like. It's just, yes, you can do arm wrestling. Yes, you can interact with random NPCs. But like, that was a thing in Witcher 3. And when nobody ever compared Witcher 3 to GTA 5. Like, Cyberpunk maybe, but not Witcher 3. Witcher 3 was never compared to GTA 5. This is definitely nothing like GTA 5. The amount of stuff you could do with GTA 5, just grab like a car and like, you know, drive up a building. Like, you could do weird stuff. This game is a medieval Witcher 3 style like combat MMORPG with a bunch of side quests. It's a side quest simulator, and I understand the vast amount of content and the size of this game makes it comparable to GTA 5, but I would say like this is two completely different games, guys. Like, just because you like GTA 5 doesn't mean you will like this, and just because you like this doesn't mean you like GTA 5. They're two completely different games. They're not comparable. Now, in terms of the storyline and the cinematics, this is a hot take. This feels like an RPG cinematic gameplay. You know, in RPGs, how like the cinematics of the storyline are kind of, I'm gonna say secondary. I know some people will say no, it's the primary. I think it's secondary. I think any MMORPG, like, you're mainly playing for the game mechanics, the items, the upgrade system, the progression system, the combat, the stat simulator, the different builds, the like ability to go and share different like builds online and get feedback and whatnot. And like the same team being behind Black Desert Online, it makes a lot of sense. But the cinematic in this game, the storyline in this game, at least the first hour, it didn't hook me in. It's just like, this person died, talk to this person's cat is stuck on the roof, bring the cat down. Like your typical MMORPG questline where you just do like basic redundant mundane tasks over and over again. And this isn't like your traditional RPG game. This isn't like your traditional solo single player game. This is more like an MMORPG that's just constricted to a solo experience. That's all I'm going to say. Now, with that being said, I personally, I'm still going to continue playing it. It hasn't turned me off that much. Like, again, like this isn't, and so far my experience hasn't been like breathtaking, but I'm not turned off to the point where I'm going to stop playing. I paid full price, but honestly, it's not even the price tag. Like, I just genuinely see the potential and see what this could be. This could be like a very massive single player game, like something you pour like thousands of hours into to like fully max out, similar to what I did in Witcher 3. And Witcher 3, I took like 3 or 4 years to finish. I'm hoping this is one of those games, and I'm hoping the further I get into it, the more immersed I get into the world. Despite the cinematics and storyline being secondary, at least it feels like it. And I'm hoping to like really get into that game system. Like, if you even look at the inventory, right? Like, man, the controls will always throw me off. Let's look at the inventory. This is an MMORPG inventory system, guys. Like, you see the purple behind the purple background on the item to define the rarity. Like, each items have, like, I understand a lot of single player games kind of have similar styles, but like, maybe you guys can't see. Let me actually quickly hide my camera for a sec. Like, look, defense, critical rate, attack speed, movement speed, fire resistance, ice resistance, lightning resistance. Is that not an MMORPG style combat, like combat system? Is that not? You know, ring, necklace, earring, like shit like that, like accessories. Obviously, I don't know if there's necklace or earring, but I just took a guess. I can kind of see some slots and they look like earrings. This is literally an MMORPG system. This is literally Black Desert Online's equipment system. This isn't Witcher 3. You can upgrade your sword and maybe armor. That's it. Like 3 or 4 different things you upgrade, and the upgrades are generally pretty linear. Where I'm assuming partly one of the things with this game is probably going to be gear rolling, and that is 100% an MMORPG system. So I will say this time and time again. My first impression is this is a single player MMORPG, which doesn't make any sense at all, but it does make a lot of sense at the same time. It is basically a massive single player, not offline game. Massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Massive single player offline role-playing game. MSORPG. This is an MSORPG. That's what it is. I'm hoping I'm able to get over the layout of the controls. I'm hoping I'm able to get over the weird storylines and dialogues and the mundane, like, fetch this, pour that water out. I'm hoping I can get over that. And I have, because I'm playing RuneScape and Digimon Masters, and I've played briefly Black Desert, and I've briefly played Lost Ark, and I've briefly played Throne and Liberty, and I've briefly played World of Warcraft. None of those games I played extreme, but like I briefly played those, and like I got over that storyline. I spacebarred through most of those, and I'm getting the inner urge to do so. And when I have that inner urge to do so, I'll be honest with you guys. People have a tendency of like blaming me, like, oh, you're the one who's choosing not to immerse yourself into the experience. I disagree. I think like playing RuneScape and I actually have the urge to read the dialogue. That comes naturally. When a game has the urge to read a dialogue, when I have an urge to read a dialogue in a game, it's completely natural. It isn't me forcing myself. When I played Witcher 3, I actually sat and listened. I actually sat and listened. And I haven't had that feeling yet with Crimson Desert. I'm not writing this off. I'm gonna make another video about a week later. And hopefully I've progressed enough to like form real opinions. Because like I said, this is a first impression. Pure first impression. But hopefully I have enough of an experience by the end of the week or next week to form legitimate opinions on the storyline and the world and understand the concepts and dynamics that they're trying to implement and enforce. So I'm going to leave it at that. It's already a 13-minute video, but anyways, guys, this channel is going to be dedicated to single-player games. Specifically, any new single-player game that comes out, I'll give it a try. I'll like give my first impression. I'll give my 1 or 2 week review. And if I'm still playing it, I'll continue recording more and more videos over time. But for now, this is the first Crimson Desert video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.